I just wanted to add a little section about ArtFoamies and how they can be used. These are ArtFoamies foam stamps from artfoamies.com. And I'm going to show you how to use them with these Derwent sticks. These are water-soluble watercolor sticks, and they're highly pigmented. First, you're just going to spritz your ArtFoamies with some water. And then I'm just going to choose a stick and rub it over the surface of the ArtFoamy. And then I'm just going to stamp it onto my paper. This is just the Cranston watercolor paper. And what I like about ArtFoamies is you can just pick it up and choose another color, and they kind of mix and match and play right on the foamy. It's a little bit larger of a line than a rubber stamp, which I like that look. So fun with Derwent watercolor sticks. Another way that you can use your ArtFoamies is with a water-soluble graphite stick. And this, you just do it the same way. You're just going to spritz your ArtFoamy and rub it with the graphite stick. I personally don't mind when items mix and match, so I just went right over my Derwent. And just going to stamp it. And there she is. This particular foamy is called Fredita, and she's part of my ArtFoamies line. I'm again going over it with Derwent sticks, just right over that graphite, just mixing and matching my colors. Makes it really easy to play. And when I'm stamping, I'm not pressing super hard, but you just want to make sure everything makes contact with the paper so that you get a good image. And just let it sit a minute so that it can kind of absorb into the paper. I'm going to use just a regular ink pad, so you can stamp it just like a regular rubber stamp, just with regular ink. Most people would probably clean her off, but I don't mind the mixing and matching. So I'm just stamping her with regular ink now, which gives a little bit crisper of an image because it's not a wet media. And I'll just stamp her again. So a nice clean line with that one. And you can also just use regular old acrylic paint on your ArtFoamies. I just generally use a scrap buddy, which you can get from the ArtFoamies site, or you can use a brush, or you can spread your paint out like on a paper or a tray and then dip right into it. The scrap buddy just makes it easier to apply. So again, I spritzed her, and now I'm just gonna dab my paint on there. Making sure I get it all over. And just a little bit of pressure. And there she is. Now I'm just gonna use another color, a little yellow. I don't mind if it mixes with the other color. If you really wanted this to be like a bright yellow, you would just clean off your stamp with soap and water and then come back with the yellow paint. Or sometimes if I'm in a hurry, you know, I'll just use like a diaper wipe in between and then clean it with the diaper wipe and then go on to my next color. But in this case, I don't mind if they mix and match Sometimes you come out with happy accidents that way. So there you go. That's just sort of letting you know how to use your ArtFoamies. They're a lot of fun to use, and there's literally thousands of designs to choose from great artists.